Welcome to this Sunday service here at Bielefeld Sunrise Church. My name is Celyn Arden and I am the lead minister. At Sunrise, we are open and affirming to all. When you're curious or a new believer, you're welcome to find out together with us what it means to walk with Jesus in the 21st century. Sermons are either in English or German. They are available on the homepage on Sundays at 10 a.m. Other gatherings are announced through our website and both via the email and WhatsApp groups you can sign up for at sunrise-church.org. Looking for a fresh way to address spiritual questions from a broader perspective, I was intrigued by a guy named Nick, who has opened up the inbox of his homepage many years ago for questions people may have, and they kept coming. I mean, both people and questions. On the occasion of the 100,000th question recently, he quoted 3 of them. So first, our question reading for today. When you reach midlife and are made to truly pause, frozen in horror by a tidal wave of grief, of lives ended, personal loss, and our earth relentlessly harmed, when you look inside for surety and solace, and all you see is a multitude of selves. How do you know who you are? Asks Rebecca. What are we doing here? Asks B4, not as in before, but the abbreviation is letter B, number 4. Next question. Would you like to take a bath with me in pineapple jelly? Asks Damien. Dear Rebecca, B4, and Damien, with great pleasure, no small amount of gratitude, and even a certain pride, I would like to announce that today I received the 100,000th question to the inbox of my website, all of which I have read, regardless of what that particular question might have been. I was excited to answer it as a celebration of this ongoing project. As the giggling gods of mischief would have it, the 100,000th question was yours, Damien, which I can do little with other than to answer with respect in the strongly negative. The 100,001st question, however, was yours, Rebecca, which I could better address. And a few questions later came yours, B4, which relates. Rebecca. It appears you are stuck in the middle of your life, shocked by loss, sad for the world, and not knowing who you are. I have spoken about this many times, but I experienced a similar spiritual reckoning when a close relative died, says Nick, although the more I think about it, the more I see that the spider cracks of change were already spreading through my life. Back then, I was a half-formed thing, waiting to be shattered in order to be remade. You seem to be in that place now, where you are presented with the opportunity to become a human being. Our humanness is not given to us. Instead, it requires our participation in its construction and realization, which often comes about through collapse or calamity. We rummage through this chaos of inner worlds, through a multitude of selves to discover what we are, what we wish to be, and our authentic relationship with the world. This process requires a kind of winnowing of those selves and the dispensing of any that are no longer of service to the work of becoming fully human. We must separate the wheat from the chaff. This is a necessary but painful form of spiritual renovation. To discard those ancient and destructive versions of oneself and become an actual person, unique among other people. We must do this lest we be frozen in a stasis of the soul. It seems, Rebecca, that this unkind moment you are inhabiting is the stunned intake of breath before the work and the winnowing begins. I wish you the best in this most essential endeavor. B4, what are we doing here? That is an excellent question. Personally, I do my best to move through life with a joy that is reconciled to the sorrow of things, but is not subsumed by it, that apprehends darkness and is not afraid of it. I try to receive some form of salvation in this life by paying witness to and being lifted by the great, uncontested value of existence. I feel duty bound to unearth, enhance, and promote the world's beautiful things rather than obsess, worry, and agitate over the worst of things. I believe in creation over destruction, compassion over cynicism, mercy over vitriol, friendship over hostility, truth over lies, and love over hate. I remind myself that at this moment I am here as happy and humble participant in the complex and relational nature of the universe, a person who loves life but draws the line at bathing with strangers in pineapple jelly. Thank you all for sending in your questions, says Nick, and your comments to my inbox. I cannot begin to express how important they have been to my understanding of the connectedness of things. Indeed, their effect has been profoundly humanizing. I am indebted to all and send my heartfelt thanks. I hope you have also gained something valuable from this strange and beautiful venture. Here's to the next 100,000, says Nick Cave, Australian musician and the author of this slightly redacted text. Quite spiritual, not Christian. In fact, words of breathing without the Bible.